Abusia Yamakwaba Shonkoso Eba POG Media and the Meko highway so highway there. And some baby was so I am so yache penny say Yabemi Abida Fono, Amudia Echo, and the Eba Nadena Echo so highway so. A year HopesonAdorye, former NPP member. Isiano, we free NPP more. NPP for gurus no, and I should say. Almost like the free NPP ma almost say oye alarm boy into no alarm for na de yaka omunina echi free NPP amanyoko ni ma enye asam keto akra into no sisi ado HopesonAdorye ono no oni NPP for afabio one alanche matanya na ede eko na sisi ano alanche abate so
and try to chat to Mahama so Akroma and yet rocket well for I watch no cajon and a Mahama will die with Dubai and a Mahama will go to Jebel won't come on your cats and analysis in who at the see many and it's a funny scientific journalist no I say 21 days drive fast to find try to do Mahama so Akroma ya ba power na the stats say me see a channel Moses information now more the buy say momwa e yentro no makwali
Katuna bisa abranche natana say. Abranche no kuraka hino no atana say. And this is how we do it. Ewie yababon komo. Yabia the aftermath of the president State of the Nations address. Ewie mami venture fama all the embassies amu man Ghana mu ha.
92.3.
Yencha the Japanese embassy.
92.3.
Yencha the US embassy.
92.3.
The Togo High Commission.
92.3.
The South Africa High Commission.
92.3.
And you all the diplomats amu man Ghana mu amu to say.
92.3.
Mema jahuto sika promo asi denefala. Ahuto sika promo asi denefala. And you star 274 star says hash. And we Vodafone and now MTN mema usika. Nana does say no mamba pa. Which higher bribery and corruption. And the Ghana president Anado, we are calling on you. I would say you baby I want baby biara was share. Baby I now to come say we drive say on gas the traffic mo. Say ya kwankwa bia say empo say ya motorway highway anampo anamonkwa ye ya
Yetie ahoto FM say nko a
ewie ka tuno bi say Alaska tena say na ewie ya bebon komo pa Kimpatua
Alaska the dawn o fearless papa
kwa free for we dey
papa HopesonAdorye me share am so na me nu mienu nyina nim say ade na wo ye no eye jandam political jandam na me nu mienu na te happy FM ye 2016 ne yes ade no so it means minimum agoro na ni so chen o ke kansem hu na enim a wo wi anu akotena eye ye kan say Mimos, HopesonAdorye, you ran your quarter Mimos go method is dynamic ni asere because asem no e kan nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Me nua pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem no nya no kore akama nya no kore abetra say na mukokofo ayi akoso mo no mokoye dey we are in charge you are not in charge bia hu Hopesy you know say you are not in charge bia hu ubo trim castle ana akwa akoso mo no mokoye dey hey me say Ghana for mumye mani e bia mani amoma hunu de ekoso Ghana a political distortion omo shada no omo ye HopesonAdorye you I'm telling you know I know V8 na assemble V8 no assembly you know I know ayenko ho ye to abawie me no mienu nyina na na timimos ye bojandam ya sade na moye no emwa yes some fix your mind now it's got nothing to do with personality attack
Alaska the dawn o fearless papa
Abusia me wo fearless dia aha ya kanokure aye issue based social political talk show once again mamin chia o aye honorable Stephen Quay ewie na min kan ho na bibia so anya kamapa emfa emau na HopesonAdorye wuzinia na nadoye nra no na ede.
This is the last state of the nation our pakoye. And as our last state of the nation so na di omoko opposition. And they handing over state of the nation. Omontimi win 2024 elections. They cannot. Obokosroba from they cannot. John Mahama no what akunyaso and ye beating over 1 million difference. Eti Bawumia ye be beatinu. Mese Bawumia benya 39%. 92.3. Ye be buba na we na Bawumia 39%. No the opposition. Ye be twin wo Akroma we say yes. Money Sěcrět right report to Hujina, you be investigate. More fana mo chicha ba mongrofo. You be investigating in.
Kimbatwa.
Alaska the tone. Who fearless, Papa?
Ebuchacha mo fearless, dear. Can't you not be sir? Yet the issues in the air, bro. Nanado Dankwa Kufuado, sir. He has taken all the blame. Na ono as an executive president no boni bia kwaso wo man Ghana mu ha say yensika sema ankoye ani niama ankoye nyina no yefa subo enfambo no kimbatua
Alaska the tone who fearless, Papa.
na actually say show ni issue based into no yentie na is exactly 2 p.m. live on your radio ayahuto sika promo at exactly 3 p.m. My drop on me first draw. I star 274 star. Say Sash. No, don't see the
executive power of the state is vested in the president of the republic. He or she is the executive. There's no ambiguity about where the buck stops when it comes to responsibility for what happens in the government. It stops with the president. He or she has ultimate responsibility. It would be an unwise president that will pretend to have all the answers and refuse the advice of his officials. But the fact remains that the president holds the executive power. The cabinet, the ministers of state, all act ultimately in an advisory manner. Of course, a member of the government might take an idea, be it generated by the president or the official or a committee, and turn it into a huge success. And the honors will be where public perception. But ultimately, the president is responsible and therefore takes the credit or the blame for whatever happens in his
live on the radio on 92.3 and in another Dankwa Kufuado sir amaina efelino amemona enkoye no emo bibiara mfa subu mbo onu onfa mbo eye executive onfa mbo obia yemfa mbo onu nanado Dankwa Kufuado tabi abati ni nanado kanio
topic very very important. The media maker is the NDC company for ahonto FM ne program no a onu nhemu kena san say mama ya tinsam yen wo nkras ye ni ade ni de etie musa ni ani age
92.3 ehyi
abusia mebacho biewasum ne tie aye dwumadie yie. Now Nanado is telling Ghanaians say ene abai ni fellow ano yemfa subo no nyina mbo no Nanado mayemfa mbo obia because we are practicing an executive higher form of government. Our mind Ghana muha
92.3
Nanado chire ye nientia obva Dr. Bawumia so party na Nanado.
Of all people, did you choose Dr. Bawumia as your vice president?
Of all the Bawumia as my vice president. Oh goodness, those are many, many questions. But I think you're aware of our country in terms of the balance, people from the south, people from the north. I think that for the unity of the country, it is good that we have a leadership where northerners and southerners are together so that the country can remain united. He's from the north, and I wanted somebody from the north to partner me for the elections and then for the governance. He's also a very clever man, and I needed his brains to help me govern the country effectively. And he's an honest person. He speaks honestly to you. He's not one of those people who you have to guess what they're trying to say. He will say what he has to say very directly, and I like that. I prefer to deal with people who are also very direct in what they say. But these are some of the reasons why I chose Dr. Bawumia to be.
Right. I was happy this is the first time I would hear voice way. And that now Nanado I meet the press. Na akwala ketua bia yaka asem de ahye na no say. Ombisa Nanado say adenti na fa Dr. Bawumia say we running mate. 92.3. Nanado say ni enti offer Dr. Bawumia say ni running mate and they say one. O say Nanado if enough. Enti ope enodna obetumi aboa no say na be ya like when it comes to in terms of national balance. Akwakwa eti say ankofa say akanfo nkwa 92.3 ni atosu mienu oyobia chese nadwumu do a owo nyansa chese okasa adwenkwa 92.3 ana ni atosu miensa Dr. Bawumia yobia oyo nokwafu a chese ubisa na samanya afi no kwakotwi ho anase otwan oyobia aturu tachemade ebi nda na anum 92.3 so those were the factors in here Nanado efa Dr. Bawumia. Nanado, why did you choose Dr. Bawumia as your running mate? And call
of all people did you choose Dr. Bawumia as your vice president?
Of all the Bawumia as my vice president. Oh goodness, those are many, many questions. But I think you're aware of our country in terms of the balance, people from the south, people from the north. I think that for the unity of the country, it is good that we have a leadership where northerners and southerners are together so that the country can remain united. He's from the north, and I wanted somebody from the north to partner me for the elections and then for the governance. He's also a very clever man, and I needed his brains to help me govern the country effectively.
Mami Adoma. Bawumia is from the north, and for national balance and national agenda, he needed somebody. Now, he also thinks Bawumia is a clever man, and he needed his brains to govern the country. And the Bawumia is an honest person. 92.3. Abusia, back to the substantive issue. Now, Nanado has been a president. He has been inconsistent. 92.3. In the inconsistencies, always are consistent. 92.3. Nanado yobia on kanokure na wie yaba punchy host. Now, Nanado is telling us that nobody should blame Bawumia. Nobody should blame any of his executive members. Now, the buck stops with him. 92.3. Sa Ghana for Bakaya mitna kwatsa fide katra mo say. Dia Bawumia koye wo UPSA. Na odidi Nanado atem no eye well orchestrated something na wamu eye. Wamu sa asam na meka no enu 1 month here. But the one said Nanado ababe afemu babe exonerating ya meka say eya dia wamu plani ya say kona kotwi hu fi mi ho kodidi matam na mi maba na mababe boa e wo so na 92.3. But ye dia me se me and me expose Nanado ni sa mo be kaya emra MPP yo primaries no na other aspirants atutubo eya Bawumia eni Nanado attack eya Bawumia say woni Nanado na ekoba na Nanado the establishment na do ba no tie na Nanado akai o hia wom.
It will be different. What we gain by attacking the record of our own government. When you do that, then you become then party candidate. What are you going to tell the people of Ghana? Oh, it was a Kufuado who misled you and mismanaged affairs. I will be different. Even though I am MPP, I'm still under the Oslo's sign. I'm different. And the people of Ghana will be that gullible. No. Let's be serious. So the question is, I think that if we're talking about the record of the government, My understanding is that every MPP person, communicator, or whoever you are who is a supporter of the party, it's your duty to try and defend that record and make sure that the people of Ghana buy into that record. Because at the end of the day, once this presidential primary is over, that is going to be the issue before the country. What we gain.
I was just want to hear the Amaboya. Nanado ebisa the aspirant and say, I didn't name for so mube attack the records of the government. Na mu attack so Nanado and want to me and bo money ye. Dr. Bawumia went to me and bo money ye. Na say abandon say ya two about the manwa. Nature say Nanado no and bo money na Ghana for ye sabim krofo wo munim nyansa. They should get serious. If you say Nanado records are what said a record for the MPP and nobody should take his or herself out of it. So back to Nanado catching. So is Nanado today telling us say Onuna we fairly Nemo Anya Bawumia na Ghanaians will be gullible enough to fall for him and 92.3. Nanado no catch say he's a failure. Na ayadia onu ni ever blame ni for man no onu a failure president I advisor to Dr. Bawumia and na all person ordinary my 92.3 and one say it doesn't add up. One say one propaganda ni nyama one ye no it doesn't add up in any way. 92.3 if you say we say my blame aya nana yam blame Bawumia na yam blame Nanado Ghana for nyina ni say memo na pro nyama nkoye amamro no asin cheche amamro ni agbelima niema nkoye because niema wo kache ye 8 years ago baby abefo man no enu akontabu a odi maye no na chese ye nya ye ndada no mukura ka ye pe 92.3 edisa na wo pesa wo tiba o mia de fi aya mabuo no meanwhile wo kire ye nienti a wo di ba o mia ba ye Bawumia yobi onim nyansa na adwemu do enti na adwini emudo ni nti ni adwempa ni nti na wo de ne ba sa wo betapu na adwini bi 92.3 enti anasa Bawumia adwin we no de abeka wa adwin hu no man na kwa na chi a wo si yemblemu fine Nanado yate wo ana wo se yemblemu but the same person ayo futufuo adima ne ede ne ba how can a failure becomes an advisor to obi or the neighbor and in any case you have failed. Now, a memo yen to aswo. A yawu legacy, and a Bawumia be company on. If you say, na Bawumia tells or your mate ye nim ne juma, na ni master juma and ye behu. Answer no be the juma ba mo bi no, oh, ni master answer no affair. It's your fan command the ban because we swear juma one ho. Mate ne swear juma one the boss, ni a failure. And today you are saying, sir, so you see, I told you on this platform, sir, it was a well-planned, well-orchestrated, and an organized crime. And I don't know me or UPSC. What was that? Ababe toja mananado nagasa babe confirm. 92.3. From His Excellency Radio, here we speak radio. Ya kano kura and ya bema Ghana for when you are so live on the radio on 92.3. Aha and I'm pem near Mansania Dom and you need to answer and a Ghana FRJ enter. Me tell me why the judging can me bar. Me pick a course. We head of economic management team under Newz. Ni ababa share aya Abochi Bawumia Onusu from 2017 as the head of economic management team and Nanado. Now we are compare womutu nya because as lo wusu say mayan compare Mahama any aya Bawumia because Mahama the president da. Yemfa say Yababa for Mahama as a vice president and that of Bawumia as a vice president. Now if you share the indicators, near you say hina na wa bon, hina na wa say yedi o manation and sa. 92.3. Na and so usu bempa abua papu adenti na mudi Bawumia batie no.
Bempa, you are behind supporting largely the vice president of the republic. True or not?
Well, if there is one of the finest vice president of the fourth republic, looking at what he's done in the Ghanaian economy in terms of what he has changed the digitization.
And as a Wusu Bampa, we'll see Bawumia, Abuapapo. I didn't know support to Bawumia.
Bampa, you are behind supporting largely the vice president of the republic. True or not?
Well, if there is one of the finest vice president of the fourth republic, looking at what he's done in the Ghanaian economy in terms of what he has changed the digitization.
Promise Excellency Radio, make a more basis.
Wene and Sama a course our highway so and Sama HopesonAdorye editor jano wa exposing Dr. Bawumia and Asam Ketu. Ono de waka say 30% krano Hopeson Dr. Bawumia and NPP amanuku no enya. Yebede abidwa fona say omoje pene kokoti sa audio we MI na yebesa so aka am say oh and some can be afa share your comment section like share my for so no answer into me and can be a POG Media. Madam Asa.